Hello guys, good morning, or a bit, is that better? Lighting was a bit off then. Good morning, how is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I need to just run to the other room. I'm gonna go grab my curlers and we can sit and have a chat. Just 1 second. Well, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to pop a few curls in my hair. I just washed it last night and it's obviously got no kind of shape to it or anything, but I also just wanted to try a new product before doing my hair, and I thought I could do it on camera, so I thought I would pick up the vlog and start it here today. So this is something that I ordered off TikTok shop, and I don't know, in fact I didn't. I think I saw it on TikTok and then went and ordered it from maybe Beauty Bay. It's the Peel Off Lip Liner Stay-In from Sasha. Now, I saw there was a clip of Billie Eilish using this one. She's got quite pale skin naturally. I have a bit of a tan at the minute, but I mean, for me, this is a bit of a tan. But for the most part, naturally, I am very pale. Well, not very pale. I am quite pale, I would say, naturally. It's like even when I do tan, I don't burn easily. I will burn if I'm not careful, but I'm just more like, I don't burn, I don't tan. Or I get a bit of a tan and then it just goes straight away. Oh, this is a bit tricky to get into. There we go. So it's a lip stain which you leave on for 10 minutes. I'm sure loads of you have seen these lip stains before. They look pretty scary when you put them on because they're like bright purple or black. But this is in the shade Pinked. Number 3, Rose Pink. I thought we could try it together. So this is a first impressions as well. I mean, look at the colour of it. And some people put it all over their lips to use it as a lip stain. I've seen it used as more of a lip liner, which I like the idea of. So I'm going to try. I probably can't talk whilst I do this. And then you leave it on for 10-15 minutes. So I'll do my hair in that time. My heaters curl up. My heaters curl up. My colours heat up. And then, yeah, add a few curls in. By that point, you just peel it off and hopefully it leaves a bit of a stain. So this is the before of my lips. Okay. We'll see how we go. I feel like I can't talk with it. I can feel it drying already on the bottom. Right, so this is how we're looking with my scary looking lip liner on. I will curl my hair and then be back with you to peel it off in about 10 to 15 minutes. On the agenda for the rest of today, I am going to start with heading over to Ikea. I feel like it's been a while since I've had a little mooch around Ikea and I just need to stock up on a couple of kitcheny bits. The one that I'm going to go to is the Manchester one. So there's a big M&S and Sainsbury's next to it. So I'm going to pop in there, do a bit of a food shop. And then this afternoon, it's meant to be, it's cloudy now, but it is still dry, but it's meant to get a bit drizzly later. So our neighbour gave us some apples, and our very cute neighbour who just grows loads of fruit and veg in his garden and is so kind. We do repay in terms of, you know, like if we make a meal with his produce, for instance, we'll always give him a portion as well. But yeah, anyway, the apples I'm thinking about doing, and I was going to do an apple and blackberry crumble and go and forage some blackberries, but I honestly think I'm a bit too late. Whenever I've gone to see some blackberries, either they've all been foraged, like in our local area, or I'm a bit late and they're kind of dying off now. But I'll do an apple crumble. I don't think I've ever baked an apple crumble before, not that I remember. It's definitely, you know, it's a new thing for me, but I have to say it is one of my favourite desserts. In fact, I think it is my favourite ever dessert. Apple crumble and cream or ice cream, but usually cream, one of my faves. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a nice cozy drizzly afternoon and hopefully it'll cool down a bit with a bit of rain because it has been quite warm. Right, we're back. It's been almost 15 minutes. I'm gonna peel it off and then just pop put a little bit of oil through my hair. Now it says peel, but I don't know if I'm going to have to gently peel. Yeah, it does say peel. Let's see if it does peel. Oh, it does. And it has left colour. Can you see? I didn't think it was going to peel this easily. I think I love it. Oh, I feel like I need a bit of balm on my lips. I'm going to go in with the Valentino lip balm, which does have a slight tint to it, but it is quite a good tint, I would say, to match this lip liner. I actually think I left it on too long. It says 10 to 15 minutes. I think 10 minutes would be enough because it has left quite a definitive line, or I could have gone slightly in the lip a little bit more. I also think the colour is very pinky for me, so I do like it, but I don't know if I'd maybe see if I can find a more nude shade. I want like a really browny nude, but that's quite like a deep rose. But it certainly worked. We'll see how long it lasts throughout the day. Outfit of the day, I'm just wearing a little like knit vest that I got from Zara a while back, and as always, whenever I wear jeans, recently, it's just been my Halara ones. These ones have a bit of a turn up at the bottom, but they're just super comfortable. I'll probably just throw on some Birkenstocks, and it is, like I said, even though it's going to be a bit drizzly later, it is still quite warm today, so I'm not going to bother taking a jacket, I don't think. Just in my garage, this might not interest any of you at all, but we've just built in here, before we move everything back in, we wanted to build the golf rack, which Tom bought. Still need to do finishing touches like take off all the skirting board, but now that the floor is painted with this, it's called resin coat, which is like a thick, durable, wipeable floor protector for in a garage. So we just covered it in that. We went for the shade light ivory. And we're just going to keep the walls just plain plaster. We've still got the little hatch up there, which we need the staircase fitted so that we can start storing some bits at the top. But as you can see in that room as well, we have a window, but otherwise everything else is plastered. There's a light up there. There is, I think, some Christmas decorations up there already, but we just need the builders to come back and fit the, you can see the sockets and switches up there as well. We need the builders back to fit this staircase so that we can access that and start having a bit of a storage room clear out, putting things in here. But yeah, we've just built this. Is this Amazon? I'll leave it linked if I can find it, if anyone else has, because it doesn't have to be full golf bags, you know, any other bits and bobs in your garage. It is designed for golf bags, but we've got like cricket bags and golf trolleys as well, which we're just going to kind of stack alongside of it. So we got this so that all of the little bits and bobs, I'm going to get 2 baskets here and here to have, you know, spare teas in and all sorts. There's a little compartment here, which it comes with for spare clubs, and these are like practice marker sticks. Again, apologies if you're not into any of this because it kind of is a bit boring. We're going to do a Costco run soon and get some more. That's what you need from Costco as well. Not just berries, we need some golf balls.
Yeah, and it has all them bags as well.
Yeah, that's not our bag.
It's a friend's bag.
Yeah, but we, obviously as you can tell, it does fit 3 bags.
I'm going to get a big bag, but it's for...
Are you not going to get one of those like pencil bags as well, like a slim one? So that will fit all 4 of those in. Oh no, 3, yeah, because then he'll get rid of that one and sell that. That's my little mini golf bag there. And yeah, so I'm going to get 2 baskets, like just 2 like small wicker baskets, you know, the Ikea ones, they fit in there. In fact, I probably already got some, so that we can store bits and bobs in there. Tom's shoes, I don't really have golf shoes, so I don't need a space for shoes in here. Unless if I get some, and then maybe we could use one of those for shoes. But yeah, looking very neat and organised. I love it. It's getting me excited for having that black room cleared out, because at the minute it's just been full of all of these bits and bobs whilst we've been doing the garage. So maybe leave a space for the golf trolley.
Yeah.
That could go there.
Yeah, it needs to be there to be power plugged in anyway.
Does it? That cricket bag looks like it's going to fall down. Oh no. just store it that way. But yeah, and then Tom's car, his small one. I don't think I've shown you this car before. This is his like old Porsche. So that can go comfortably in there with all of the bits and bobs in here. Oh, it's just started raining. And then everything else in terms of boxes for storage, like decorations and stuff, they will all go upstairs in here. Yeah, this is our updated little garage tour. Not that it's that exciting, but I thought some of you might be interested anyway to see how it is currently looking. And also, I know I've mentioned before about doing, well, in fact, I don't know if I have mentioned it, but we talked about doing a golf screen, but as you can tell, oh yeah, that's just too close, Tommy.
It's just too like...
Yeah, it's too close.
We could do like a temporary one.
No.
Well, I think the full thing is too much. We should have just raised the ceiling up.
Yeah, well no, because then we wouldn't have had the storage upstairs.
Definitely need a big line.
I love this wall. I really kind of wish that we'd done exposed plaster. Not exposed plaster, but some kind of like lime wash in like at least the bathroom downstairs or something. Tommy, you're getting way too close. So yeah, we were going to have a golf simulator screen there, but it's just... Yeah, probably. So long as it's not blocking off the staircase down, we could have some kind of wall-to-wall storage. Do we need wall-to-wall storage down? Like, because it's got to be quite... It can't be deep, so you can't fit boxes in it.
400 have those like things that Ikea do something.
But the ones that we've got downstairs in the basement, those shelves with the boxes on, they will be deeper than that. So I'm not convinced they'll fit. See, look at this. We've got Ikea over in the distance, if you can see the blue. Big Sainsbury's here, M&S here, and a Starbucks right in the middle. Some sun currently shining, some big grey clouds over in the distance. This is what you call a perfect day in my world. Yeah, should we grab a Starbucks? Maybe grab a Starbucks at the end of these two shops before heading over to Ikea so that I can have a little drink to take around with me. Well, look, like I'm sat naked there. Yeah, let's start with M&S. These polo shirts, I feel like we're seeing them a lot. I really like this short sleeve one for this sort of time of the year when it is still quite warm. And then they've got more of like a knit version in camel and navy. Then we are also getting, this one's faux leather, recycled polyester lining, £65. Actually, that's a pretty good price for a jacket from M&S, I would say. But yeah, this burgundy colour is a really nice kind of transitional colour, end of summer into autumn. And that is styled up on that model over there a bit more casually with the sleeves rolled up. Nice comfortable trousers that are a bit smarter as well. How much are they? 36. So yeah, there's still lots of summery bits, but also some transitional things as well, I would say. I think these are the linen trousers that went, not, I wouldn't say viral, but really popular at only $27.50, which for M&S again is pretty good. And they've got some different patterns. They've got a striped beige one, more of like a blue stripe, and then this just plain beige as well. They've also got white and black, but they also do different leg lengths. I love how they've styled these trousers, although I will say they look more of like a looser fit on the model, so I would think she's either sized up or maybe that's a different style of trouser, even though it's advertised on there. But yeah, in fact, yeah, it says $29.50 on there, double darted tapered trousers, whereas these are £30. And they're called the tapered ankle grazers, so I do think they're different. I like this one though. Let's see if I can hunt these ones down. Oh, I love the look of this. This is like a, obviously got the trenches coming in, but this is like a short sleeve blazer. I really like that. I love my blazers anyway. And oh, designed for the England teams. £59. They've got a whole range of stuff. These shirts as well. I don't know how I'd style it. Maybe even just like wear it today if you're wanting a bit of a jacket but not full sleeve. I'm not convinced I would get the wear out of it though, if I'm honest, but I do love that. I've spotted potentially a perfect autumn jacket. £90. It's quite nice and thick and cozy as well, so this is definitely for the cooler months. Bit of corduroy on there, a nice kind of houndstooth pattern, very country style. It's got the corduroy collar as well. Oh, I do love this. I think it's a really nice length. I don't like my jackets too short on me personally, and that is lovely. That'd be really nice for like a nice long dog walk in autumn where you need that jacket and you're heading off to a country pub afterwards for a nice Sunday roast.
I get a little bit breathless, my thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please? I guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth. I know you don't want to face it. You think it's too late, but I can see past the rain. Won't you lay it on?
Just in Sainsbury's now, having a quick look at the fashion. They've got some lovely bits in. I love this little waistcoat that they've got, £22.50. Gosh, supermarket prices really have gone up, haven't they? But yeah, they're definitely going with like a Western style here with like the animal print, the denim, the suede, the gingham, kind of along the similar lines as well with this shirt with the like that Western kind of style. Actually, that's really pretty. That with just some plain jeans. Again, £22.50. Also got a pop of burgundy in their store with this blazer, and also the trousers and some shirts and more things. Wow, there's lots of burgundy going on here. I live in jackets like this in autumn and winter, especially when it's not raining, because obviously these don't have a hood. But I have a couple already from Zara and H&M from previous years, so I don't need to buy any more, but I do find them super handy. So they've got this really nice olive coloured one in a bit more of like a water resistant fabric, 36, and then this one is so cozy and very similar to my Zara one actually, in that kind of like faded washed like charcoal grey kind of colour. I mean, I'm already a fan of ChatGPT, but now they have an entire magazine. Wow, AI is taking over, isn't it? Oh, it's scary, but it's really good. I really like it. Oh, what's this? Anti-anxiety journal, daily practices. Identify your triggers, manage your symptoms, take control of your anxiety. It's like a journal, but also with a bit of information in there too. And trackers, habit trackers. I'm just having a look at the books. A friend of mine has recommended a couple to me, so I'm just seeing if they've got them in. But also I've just seen that there's a Jane's patisserie recipe book, and she just has like the best sweet treats. I mean, there's not much health with her baking, but yeah, she has so many good recipes. Savoury and sweet though. Is this a new one? I don't think I've seen this Frida McFadden book before. Do Not Disturb. Let me know, has anyone read this? I've still got quite a few to read before this, so I might just put this down for now. But if you have read it, is it worth it? I wouldn't say it's the best laid out for homeware. We've still got some like kind of spring summery books here.
Welcome to Sainsbury's, where it feels like...
I love this tray, £14. I don't need it, but it is really nice with the little feet on the bottom as well. And then they've got these flat ones. These are really good for candles, like candle plates. That is a huge one as well. So if you've got any like big, like the White Company botanical ones, that would fit on there. Oh, I think this is a new scent. I've not seen this one before, and it's also a collaboration with William Morris with the pattern. But it's in the scent Oak and Fallen Acorn, which would be perfect for obviously the upcoming autumn months. I'm on the hunt. Apparently Sainsbury's do pumpkin spice sachets in this Starbucks like instant coffees, but it doesn't look like they've got them today. They've just got the white mocha, the vanilla and the caramel, so I'm still on the hunt. They do have, where the Starbucks pods are, they do have these pumpkin spice latte ones, but we don't have this machine compatible with the Dolce Gusto, so never mind. I don't think these are, no, these aren't pumpkin spice. I found them on a separate standalone, and obviously there's loads of them. £1.50 next price currently, so I'm going to grab a box of these. Am I going to regret not getting 2? I think I will pick up 2, you know, just in case I love them. And you only get 4 per box. The more I look at it, the more I realise I probably left this lip liner on a bit too long. It's a bit too dark. So definitely, I would say if you're going to try it out, especially for the first time, stick with closer to the 10 minutes than the 15. I might even just try like 5 minutes next time, just to give a slight hint, but it's very obvious as a line. But I'm out now, what can I do? Nothing. I'm just going to prop you there for a sec. I'm going to head over now to Ikea, and it's getting on a bit. It's 11 now, so I think by the time that I get there, I will have worked up an appetite going around the shops, and may treat myself to a little Ikea meatballs. The last few times I've been, I've not had any, so it's been a good couple of years, I think, since I've had Ikea meatballs. So we'll treat ourselves today, have a nice little lunch out, and then I've got some bits that I need to get back home and put in the fridge, so it can't be too long. Oh, I had a cortado from Ikea, from Starbucks as well, a little decaf cortado. And I had one, when was it? I went home to my parents, I went to see some family, went to see my grandma and spend a couple of nights with my parents, not too long ago, like a couple of nights ago. And yeah, there was a Starbucks drive-thru en route home, and I was like, oh, we'll get a Starbucks for the road. And they made it more of like a milky flat white. Basically, cortados, if you don't know, they're quite short, so this is a huge cup for a cortado. So you should really, obviously if they don't do smaller cups than this, which is the problem, you should, like this guy has, fill it like halfway, not even that, and it's perfect. Nice and strong and tasty. But when you get baristas that fill it up to the top, I'm like, well, that's no longer a cortado, that's just watered down, milky. It needs to be stronger than that. But then Mum was like, well, why don't you tell him, why don't you go, this is a drive-through, she was like, why don't you go back around and tell him? I just thought, if he already doesn't know how to make it, he's not gonna say, I don't know, I can't do stuff like that. I would just accept it and I'll just drink it even though it's not enjoyable, rather than say something, which I probably should just say something. But then I'm like, well, it's not my fault that they're not trained on how to make a cortado properly. And plus, I wouldn't even know how to make a cortado, like the machine and everything like that. I don't know. So it's not like I could say, well, do you mind just doing this? Oh, even still, I would never do that. I'm just like, yeah, thanks. And the cup was full and I was like, that's not going to be a cortado. But never mind. This one, perfect. It's gone very grey. So let's get in there before it starts raining. Now, I have seen from a couple of people's socials that they've got some new bits in for autumn. So we're on the hunt for that. Otherwise, just need a couple of stock up of some bits, but no real like big furniture items or anything. I'll take this trolley, last one here. So let's go shopping. Some lovely faux flowers here, but this is just like literally on the entrance. They've got loads more when you get down to the flower shop section. And I've just spotted that IKEA dog. One thing I definitely do not need is a new dog for Barney. He's still got one and it's going strong. They do have those wicker beds that are quite nice. I don't think Barney would be fitting in that. Let's head around. Oh, these look nice as well. These faux flowers over here. What are these ones then? Are they like a foxglove maybe? Artificial, oh, bouquet. Is this a whole bouquet? No, they are individuals. So you've got these ones, these stems, and then I really like these. Although they've got quite a bit of pink in them, haven't they? They do look nice though. found a little sneak peek of autumn. We've got these pumpkin candles. They are scented in spiced pumpkin. And they're just simple. They're kind of like in a yellowy orange glass. And then they've also got these big wreaths and also these glass pumpkins up here. Though I can't see the glass pumpkins. Oh, there it is. £17 for that one. Little glass lidded pumpkin. You could put maybe some treats in. It's a nice little setup for a desk. I really like that desk actually. In fact, I think that's similar to like the range of drawers that we've got in our spare bedroom. So that's £3.79. There's a little pull-out tray for like pens and pencils and stuff. And then this chair is new in. It's a swivel chair at 110, but a really nice kind of like linen fabric and white base. So yeah, I really like this setup. I definitely feel like I'm missing some kind of space like this in our house as it is. I've been after a new linen bed set for autumn and I found this one. It feels lovely and soft. I'm not sure on the colour. It's like an ecru colour. The only thing is obviously the standard sizes are different for Ikea, I believe, to normal bedding. So it might not fit exactly. But yeah, see, I need to figure out what size I would need for our bed. We also have some linen finishes in the green as well. I've not seen the duvet, but I have seen the cushion covers and throws. And actually this one feels really soft as well. Actually that's quite a bit more expensive, that one at £25. Why do I feel like this is a child's meal, yet elite at the same time? I'm going to tuck in and then we'll carry on with our Ikea shop. Could this be a contender for our apple crumble? It says it's a pie dish, but it is quite a deep pie dish. Or could I get out my autumn themed one? I probably could do with one that's not autumn themed, but maybe for today we'll just use the autumn one. Although having said that, it is a really nice one. Maybe I will get this. I see some ghouls and ghosts. We've got these little bags, cushions, cookie cutters. And then what else have they got? We've got some cupcake cases. But yeah, these are all more like Halloween-y. What scent is that? Apple and cinnamon. They have some new cozy cushion throws. They've got this kind of like linen one, £15. Then they've got this kind of like Borg teddy, very cozy and perfect for autumn at only £9. That's pretty good. And I always think it's better just getting a pillowcase so that you can just pop it over pillows you already own. There's not just loads of pillows in storage each year. And then they've got this kind of like mustard coloured one as well at £5. More of like a velvety texture, that one. Oh, and they have some cozy throws to match. This one being new at £19. That can't be right. Let me see. This one is £19, but even still, like a really nice like cable net. This one is £13. How much is the Borg one? Yeah, I thought that one would be more. That one's £45. They also have some more over here, very autumnal shades. We've got this one at £7. I think I bought that one for outside in our garden actually, although I don't know where that is. This cozy knit one with the different texture. We've got some browns, again good for bringing a bit of autumn colour in. I like this one. This one's only £15 and it's like a dark brown on one side, more of like an olive brown on the other. Yeah, £15 is pretty good for that one. I'm now in the basket section and I saw these ones earlier. I thought they were new, but they don't say that they're new. I've just never seen them before, the striped version. And then I've also seen these box with lids set of 2 for £12 that I don't think I've seen before. So you get a smaller one and a larger one. Good for even within cupboards to keep things organised, like little bits and bobs like screws and batteries and all sorts. But to have it look nice, which I know is silly because it's inside a cupboard. Obviously you could style these on the shelves as well, or have them out on your kitchen counter or in your bathroom. But yeah, I still like, my favourite baskets are these ones, the Kubu wicker style, that have gone up in price since we first started buying them at £7 each. They're now £10, but they do a larger one usually. I've not seen it though, but yeah, these are super handy, and these are like in my pantry and everything. I love these ones. I'm pretty sure I've seen bins like this on Zara Home. These ones are £19 for the large one, and the one with the lid, the smaller one, is 10. Yeah, very, very similar to ones that I've seen on there before. I don't know if they're still on there or if it's something that I've seen in the past, but worth noting. And then they have more of the pumpkins. The glass one you can see a bit better here. Didn't get a good view of it earlier, but that one at £17. And then the smaller candles. This is for Barney, but he is in daycare, so I'll have to give it to him later, but he loves one of these. They do get, with his teeth, it punctures quite quickly, so whenever I have bought him one of these, they're about £4. He'll have a good play with it, and then it ends up having to be bent. But it's weird because his soft toys, like his big dog, the Ikea dog, he'll only ever like suckle that and cuddle it. He won't ever, he'll give it a rough and tumble a little bit himself, but if you ever try and play like tug of war with him with it, he's like, nope. He's so gentle. He's like, I don't want to destroy it. It's like his baby. Anyway, so I'll give him that later. And then I also got this pie dish, which I showed you, and I just think it's a good classic, but I am tempted to maybe just go with the autumny one that I've got in the cupboard. It's also slightly smaller than this. This is quite a large pie dish where we're just doing, or I'm just gonna be doing apple crumble just for the two of us. I feel like it's a bit too big, this one, just for the two of us. Even the other one's big though, to be fair. We'll still have leftovers, I'm sure. And then the other things that I wanted to get, this is kind of like the main reason why I went, is these like Ziploc bags that they do. I just thought I would stock up on a couple of those. We're out of any big ones, and we do tend to use those for like leftovers or cooking, or Barney's dog food. If ever he goes to daycare with his food, they have to be in those. You can't just take a big bag of food. But anyway, I need to put a wash load on. I need to sort some washing out, and then I'll come back up and show you the bits that I got from M&S and Sainsbury's. Spider warning. Look through your fingers or look away now. Just come down to the utility room to do some washing, and I've just moved this set of towels. Can you see him? Why are they so big and thick and hairy? And also, how am I meant to get out now? I'm just gonna have to jump over it and run, I think. But then I'm not gonna be able to come back down here later knowing that that is here. Oh, what do I do? I'm so scared. It doesn't help that the floor is the same colour as the spider, so I need to just get that in there and turn it on. I just don't want it to run out at me. I've got more washing to do, but I actually just don't want to do it. It's tomorrow. I got embarrassed, guys. In Ikea, a guy came up to me, and I could tell he was like looking at me, but then he came over and he was like, hi, how are you? And I thought, do I know this guy? Have I met him before? So I was just like, good, how are you? And then I realised he didn't know me, and he was just, I don't know, he just came over and he was like, I just wanted to say I think you're really pretty. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I ran away and didn't know what to do. But I actually appreciate stuff like that. I think it's the classic old way. I think nowadays with, not that I'm, you know, I'm in a long relationship. I've been in a relationship for like 10 years. And the thought of, if ever I had to date nowadays would just, ugh, I think I'd rather be single forever, because dating apps and everything like that. Let me know, are you single? Do you like dating apps or not? I just appreciate and think the classic way of meeting someone, the old school chivalry of a guy going up to a girl, just whether it be in Ikea or not, like not alcohol induced, just going up to somebody. And you know, like it's one of those situations, had I have like entertained the conversation, then you're meeting someone, a classic old way, which I just really appreciated. But yeah, no, I panicked and I ran. Moving on, let's show you the bits that I got from M&S. I have to show you this first because this is like one step up from the panda Panda Cristal, the plain one that we ordered. Yeah, I think I ordered it on Ocado. And got the bread topper, the tomato bread topper, which was a bit of a viral thing for M&S, but delicious. Both Tom and I really, really loved it. And I was thinking it was going to be quite filling this size because you get 2 in each. However, it wasn't. Although this one, maybe it's just 1. Because this one's actually got cheese, smoked cheese, serrano ham. Just bunging in the oven. And yeah, delicious. And they're pretty good. You've got a good couple of weeks on the date as well. You don't have to like eat it straight away. So anyway, I got one of those to share soon. Some crisps. They've got this new range of Extreme Ridge. Well, I say new, I've never seen them before. Loads of different flavours. There's a lamb coffed one that was like part of the summer edition, but I thought I'd go for this steak. I think that would go down better in our household. I did, however, see these ones, the summer edit, and these are burger sauce flavour and they're sweet potato fries. Got those to try. And then I also got these. These are all kind of like picky bits if we're hosting a nice little late summer barbecue. We always like to have bits like this out with dips. So I thought this would be different to crisps with a dip. Sesame pretzel thins. They had loads of different flavours, but I went for the sesame one. Stock up of some nuts for snacking on. I've been trying to eat healthier, at least, like I said, I mean, I've just had meatballs and chips in Ikea. But for the most part, I have started to eat a lot healthier and just be more conscious of what I am eating. And I will still treat myself every once in a while, but rather than every single day, it's, you know, because I was in the habit of either ordering something off delivery, going to like a McDonald's, having a piece of cake every single day. One of those would happen. And it's not good. So I do still treat myself, but more once in a while, like Ikea. It's been a while since I've had my meatballs and chips, like I said, a couple of years probably. And then sweet treats again. I'm going for more healthier options in an evening if I'm feeling a bit peckish. Some fruit, some nuts, maybe yogurt, or these are good. They're not healthy obviously, but they are a healthier alternative to a massive slab of cake or a big brownie or something. These dark chocolate mini rice cakes. And apparently dark chocolate isn't too bad for you. I have got the milk chocolate ones as well. I've only ever had these, but I saw the dark chocolate ones and I thought I'd grab them to try and see if I can prefer those, because I have to have a sweet treat every day after my dinner in an evening. I mean, I would ideally have a sweet treat after breakfast, after lunch and after dinner, but I limit myself to usually just in an evening. So anyway, I've been having that with a little bit, like a handful of popcorn as well, and I feel like that's a bit better for me than, like I said, a massive cake or dessert. I know I'm baking an apple crumble tonight, but again, it's more of a weekend treat type one-off situation with that. Got some decaf coffee bags. I'm gonna try these. I have just the granulated decaf at the minute, just like instant coffee, but I find coffee bags are quite strong, so I've got some decaf ones to try. Got a little stir fry mix that M&S always do, I think a really good value. I think it's like £8, but you get 4 things. You get protein, which in this case I went for chicken. I'm gonna have this tomorrow. The sauce, which I went for sweet chili. And then you get a veg mix, which in itself, this veg mix is nearly £3. So this is the rainbow vegetables stir fry mix, and you get noodles. And I tend to go for the stir fry lentil noodles. They've got more protein in, and so they're a little bit, yeah, getting my protein in a little bit more, which I do tend to lack in my diet. I also got some walnuts as well. I went for the mixed nuts, which I don't usually buy, but I will snack on those. And then walnuts I love in my breakfast with yogurt and honey and some fruit. And then a couple of like light lunch options, like lazy lunch options. These little salads. I love the orzo and slow roasted tomatoes one, but then I also saw this one, roasted butternut, lentil and goat's cheese. So I got that as well. What should I get from Sainsbury's? I remind myself. Oh, like I was saying, some popcorn. I don't have like obviously the massive bag, unless if it's Tom and I eating it together, then we do share it. But I will just have a little handful, some mixed nuts, or a pack of these, and that'd be my like evening dessert. or snack. I got some cotton buds, which I need to stock up on. I also got some more of the fresh root turmeric shots. I like these and the ginger ones. I've already got some ginger in the fridge. So I grabbed that, and also got some agave nectar. I'm gonna try this instead of honey on my breakfast in the mornings. And then for an evening tea, I have peppermint, which I like in the morning. So I thought I'd get some more chamomile. This is the 3 chamomile one, I've not tried this yet. Organic tea for in an evening, a little cozy snack. And then I wanted some, or I needed some more concealer. In fact, I might head to John Lewis because I need to pick up my BB cream. I like the Clarins BB cream and they sell it. Sainsbury's don't obviously have Clarins. They do have some makeup, and I usually, for concealer, because I need to stock up on a concealer as well, I usually go for the Collection Lasting Perfection, but they didn't have Collection, so I went for the Maybelline's Fit Me concealer, because obviously you hear good things about the foundation and the concealer, but I've never tried it. I don't tend to steer from what I already know, so I will try this and see how I get on. That's everything. I need to pop all these bits away now. What else do we have on the agenda for today? Not sure. Might do a movie night. Tom might cook. I'll show you the apple crumble. It's gonna get a bit drizzly, so like I said, movie afternoon probably. New York Times had released a, was it New York Times? I think it was. Top 100 movies, but from the 21st century, 2000 onwards, which I personally prefer. You know when you see like IMDb top 100 movie lists, some of them are really like old classics, whereas this time, which Tom would watch the old classics, but I'm like, no, if it's too old, I just don't enjoy it as much. But this time we've agreed to maybe like filter through that list, and I think first on the list is Parasite, which we have seen before, but we might pop that on again to watch, and it is a good movie if you've never watched it, Parasite. I've also seen a new movie in the cinemas, I think it's still in the cinemas, a new horror called Weapons that I really want to watch. It looks really good, and it's from the makers of Barbarian, which I've seen a couple of times, and it's got a really good storyline. So for a horror, because you know horrors can get a bit silly sometimes, I just like I like horrors. I do like horrors. Going to see a horror in the cinema, I don't know. Probably just wait until it comes out on like Netflix or whatever. For a horror, I think it's got a good storyline. It's essentially a woman, or it's like based around this school in America, and this female teacher, her students, her class of 17 students, one day just either like disappear or die, and so they come into school the next day and like she's not got any students, and it's just her students, like from her class alone. So obviously all the parents are thinking that she's got involved somehow, like what's going on, and so it's quite a good plot, I think anyway. I mean, I've not watched it yet, but let me know if you have seen it, if it's scary or not, because I would go to the cinema, but I don't think Tom would go to the cinema with me for like a proper horror though. I'll have to try and convince him, or even I don't know. If it's too scary, I'd rather just wait until it comes out on the TV, and then I can watch through my fingers and not feel like I've got this massive screen in front of me. Oh, it's much later on in the day now. Dinner has been had. The apple crumble So good. I feel like a lot of you are going to ask for the recipe, and honestly, I just kind of winged it. I did follow somewhat of a recipe, but I just googled apple crumble. I think the top two, BBC Good Food, and another one came up, and I just kind of combined the two. So I essentially fried off, I wouldn't say it's fried, put some apples that were peeled and chopped into like little 1 centimeter cubes in a pan with some sugar, and I also added cinnamon because I love apple and cinnamon combo. And I kind of had them in a pan for about 5 minutes. I feel like I should have left them in a little bit longer just to soften them that little bit more, a little bit longer. But you can also just do it without even softening them at all. In fact, I think that's what the recipe said, just straight in the oven dish, the pie dish. So I didn't do that. I did, like I say, fry them off, or just, yeah, get that sugar coated and get them warm, pop them in the dish, then sprinkled the crumble. I also added a little bit extra to the recipe of the, I think it was the BBC Good Food one for the crumble, and I did big chunks because I feel like the crumble is where a crumble is really good, you know? You've got to not hold back on the crumble and definitely not overdo it. Keep some big clumps. I think that's the key, otherwise it can be quite powdery. And we had it with cream. Delicious, plenty left over, like half of it left over. It's definitely my new favourite dessert that I've ever made, ever. So anyway, that is going to conclude this vlog here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I thought I'd just give you a quick update before we sign off as well. Obviously it's been hours, and it's definitely, this lip stain has definitely stayed. So I would in future only leave it on, I would say, for 10 minutes rather than the 15. And yeah, really impressed. I'll leave it linked below, the one that I've found, and let me know if anyone has tried something similar that is more of like a brownie as opposed to like a rosy pinky. And I might end up buying a couple more colours, we shall see. But yeah, we're just going to call it a night, have a nice cozy evening, watch a movie. I might do a bit more of my Harry Potter Lego that's in that cupboard over there in the corner, but otherwise call it a night. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you have, and if you haven't subscribed already, it really helps out with my channel, and I will hope to see you all very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys.